So yeah, Asmongold put out a couple videos today, and it's videos via Potato Camp. So, you know, the series. And in fact, Asmon's looking a little bit rough. So it looks like he's actually looking a little bit rough. So I'm thinking this has been affecting him. So this is the first one. Simply titled, nope, sorry, this is the wrong one. How the hell, wait a minute. This shouldn't be it. What? Did he take it down? Hold up. Hold up. Did he take, okay, maybe he changed it. Okay, he may have changed it. He had a video, Twitch is dead, how did we get here? I think he took it down. Yes, we're gonna cover the Asmon. I thought he had two. He had a video that was titled Twitch is dead, how we got here. But it looks like it's gone. He may have taken it down. So I don't know. Maybe it's the same video and he had to fix it. Well, it's possible the video we're about to watch was the same as the original one. He just he needed to fix it, so he he had to really adjust it in a way that it couldn't be done through YouTube's editor. So maybe he just uploaded the fixed one and then took down the and took down the other one. Yeah, it's about to get much worse. Is the one that we're gonna watch now. There was one up called Twitch is dead. How did we get here? But that's gone. So anyway, so we only have one Asmongold video to watch, which is it's about to get much worse. So okay, maybe that's what it was. That's not she could be. Anyway, this is the video that he put out. No, Alex, it was. I just looked on his channel. It's gone. He took it down for whatever reason. I don't know why, but this is the one that's up. So let's take a look at this now.
Hey guys, I want to talk to you all about Twitch.tv. A lot of you have been to the website before. Maybe you've even seen me. Hopefully this video
gets a large enough and broad enough audience. I just had my brother slowly his chili to Careless Whisper.
Maybe some of you you've even seen me. Hopefully this video gets a large enough and broad enough audience, so maybe some of you guys might not be familiar with who I am. My name's Asmongold. I've made content for the better part of 10 years. I've been a top Twitch streamer for also the better part of 10 years, and I have watched my platform degrade and turn into probably the worst iteration, the worst version of itself that it has ever been. And I want to talk about exactly where things stand right now, how we got there, and where I think that they're going. Now, just recently, there was a TwitchCon event where a very popular female streamer, Emiru, was sexually assaulted by a person at her meet and greet. Twitch decided to deal with this by ignoring it originally, lying about the events as they occurred, and then offering as a restitution suspending this person's account for 30 days. I'm serious. This is actually what happened. She came out.
Yep. But as we saw in Amy's video, they did mercifully, note the sarcasm, changed it to a permaban, which, okay, that's minimalist as fuck, given the circumstances. Not, all they talked about, they didn't talk about, we're gonna work with the police, we're going to get this guy arrested, we're going to reevaluate security. We're going to contact the other content creators and let them know what happened so they're aware. No, that. It was, we'll give him a 30-day ban. And it was only because of Emiru's manager that anything got fucking done. That the ban became permanent, that the TwitchCon ban came into play, and that Emiru's manager is the one that contacted the police. Twitch never called the police. Remember that. It was Emiru's manager that called the police.
out and said it herself. You can watch her recent VOD on Twitch, twitch.tv/Immaru, if you'd like to find out for yourself. But anyway, basically Twitch totally mismanaged this situation. This also comes after the previous year of Twitch allowing another streamer to sexually assault two male streamers, also friends of mine, NMPLOL and Wake Wilder, one by kissing their hand and the other one by licking their nipple. This apparently didn't get as much attention because obviously it didn't happen to a girl, and it just wasn't as big of a thing. It didn't get as much.
Again, I suspect it's not that because it didn't happen to a girl. I suspect that Asmongold and Tectone bringing this to light. Asmongold and Tectone talking about it on their streams and making videos about it elevated it to such an extreme. That is what, like, I legitimately don't think it was necessarily because one happened to two guys and one happened to a girl. Because even Emmy herself said she doesn't know how much this would have, you know, how much of word this would have been spread if it had. She thought because it got filmed, it got posted to Twitter, and I'll disagree with that. I think it's because of Asmongold and Tectone. Because they are really good friends, because they are really close friends with Emmy, and they both have extremely large voices, because they talked about it immediately. That is what got the word out. That is what caused it to go so viral. Asmongold and Tectone talking about it is what did it. Would it have gained some traction? Sure. Without them talking about it? Maybe. Nowhere near what we've seen now.
Traction. So, big surprise, Twitch decided to let it happen again this year, and luckily, and thank you for all of you guys that are not letting them get away with it. Today, I want to talk to you all about how bad it's really gotten, because a lot of you probably don't pay attention every day, and I think that really for your sanity, that's probably a good thing. Unfortunately, I do. So, in the past, I think probably year or so, Twitch has, I think, become a worse and worse version of itself. And I'm going to talk about this, and I really want to make this very clear with this video, is that there's not one point of failure. And in fact, actually, I would say that it would be easier if I could point to one point of success. If. I can't, but theoretically it would be easier. The entire thing, it seems like, is rotten. It's rotten at the top, it's rotten in the middle, and it's rotten at the bottom. The moderation is wrong. The advertising team is completely off base. The executive team seems to be completely disconnected. And when they're not disconnected, they're actively malicious, or at least indirectly malicious. Like, for example, misrepresenting what happened with Immaru's story. And the only time...
Not simply... Asmongold is being kind. They didn't misrepresent what happened with Immaru. They fucking lied. They flat out fucking lied. So, like, I'm, like, Asmongold is trying to be diplomatic. Fuck that. They fucking lied. And Dan Clancy, in his little interview, when he talked about it, threw Emmy under the bus and victim blamed her. That is the facts. That is literally the facts of the scenario. So and yeah, Moss, like, your one point of success is they did donate. Was it $10,000 or $100,000 to the Immune Deficiency Fund for Mousy? And Moss, I imagine they only did that because Mousy was the opening performer for TwitchCon. Was it 100? Oh, yeah, it was 100K. What? I'd say that's because Mousy actually did a performance for the TwitchCon opening. Because Mousy did a performance for them, they donated $100,000 to the IDF, the Immune Deficiency Fund. That is like the singular positive thing that I've heard.
And that things ever seem to happen even slightly is when Amazon, their parent company, tries to take control because they've totally run things into the ground. And hopefully this can reach some people at Amazon and they can realize just how bad things truly are. So the first thing I'd want you guys to all look at is if you go to Twitch Tracker.
Eminency, no, you're thinking of VShojo itself. That's what you're mixing it up. You're mixing up the embezzlement of VShojo, not Twitch, with the money being sent to the IDF. That happened months ago.
We are. So the first thing I'd want you guys to look at is if you go to twitchtracker.com, you can just look at the stats of Twitch. If you look at the beginning of 2025 and you look at now, it has been on a steady decline. And whenever I'm talking about a steady decline, I'm not talking about a 10% decline. We're looking at about a 30 to 40% decline in viewership from the start of the year up until now, with it just trending.
No, MNC. VShojo is a completely separate VTuber agency. It is not affiliated with Twitch in any way, shape, or form. And to what he's saying about Twitch's viewership, Kick actually posted something on Twitter showing that Kick viewership has actually surpassed Twitch and YouTube. Like, as a streaming platform, Kick actually has surpassed Twitch and YouTube's viewership. Yes, was a separate agency. It has since gone bankrupt. The owner's being investigated. Yes, I know.
Percent decline in viewership from the start of the year up until now, with it just trending more and more downward. And this is even despite Kai doing a massive event last month and the FaZe subathon that's been going around this month. So after.
Thank you, Gamer Corey, for the tier 1. I think when Twitch or when Kick posted the chart, I think it was like Twitch was at the top, then it was YouTube, then it was Twitch. So yeah, people do not. Is he quiet? Are you guys able to hear him? I thought I was looking at the levels and it looked like he was coming through okay. Are you guys able to hear Asmon okay? So okay, audio's fine. Good. Okay. So yeah, it's like, and it's because Twitch has had scandal after scandal after scandal after scandal for the last year. It's one thing after another thing after another thing after another thing, and people are done. People are just done with Twitch. And now that their favorite streamers are starting to multi-stream on Kick or on Kick and YouTube, they're like, well, fuck this. I'm not going to give Twitch any of my money. I'm going to go watch my favorite streamer on this other platform. And so they're going over to Kick and they're going over to YouTube. Because nobody trusts Twitch anymore. Absolutely nobody trusts Twitch whatsoever. And what happened at TwitchCon is just basically the biggest highlight of the distrust that everyone has regarding this company.
Event last month and the FaZe subathon that's been going around this month. So after that happens, after that's over, I assume that it's even going to get worse than it even is now. And Twitch is even going back to its pre-COVID numbers. This is while at the same time YouTube is succeeding, Kick is succeeding, TikTok is succeeding, and Twitch is dying. Twitch is dying. Why is Twitch dying? Well, it's because they're killing it. That's the reason why.
Yep.
And let's talk about all the different ways how. So I think one of the meta level things that a lot of you guys here on YouTube probably know all too well is the advertising situation on.
No shadow. In terms of ads, Kick doesn't have ads. There are 0 ads on Kick whatsoever. Kick also gives the streamers a better revenue split. They get 95/5 revenue split on Kick for subscriptions, and they get every 100 Kickies is $1 that goes to the streamer, and streamers on Kick also, if they're partnered, can earn revenue just from streaming. Just by streaming, just by people watching on my Kick stream, just by people chatting in my Kick stream, I earn revenue. So from a revenue perspective, Kick is a much better option than streamers than Twitch. However, I will say, Twitch is superior in the streamer tools that they offer. That is why I have not flat out, as pissed off as I am at Twitch, why I haven't abandoned them is because, number one, I don't want to abandon anybody that enjoys watching me on Twitch. Some people don't like Kick for whatever personal reason they have, and it's fine. And I will not abandon anybody that wants to watch my stream on Twitch because they have whatever issue they have with Kick. I will not abandon them, and that's why I continue to stream on Twitch. And I will freely admit that Twitch does have more streamer tools available to their streamers than Kick does. Integration with channel points, more much deeper integration with stream elements, things of that nature. Is there's just it has better tools for the streamer to use than Kick does. Now, Kick is making improvements. Kick is making improvements slowly, but Kick is indeed making improvements to the tools that are available to the streamers. And the minute Kick streaming tools come in line with Twitch, Twitch is in a serious boatload of trouble. If Kick can get their streaming tools online to match Twitch, and if they can handle their bot issues, like their spam bot issues that are a problem, I don't disagree. I don't dispute that the spam bots on Kick, there's a serious botting problem on Kick. Fully appreciate that. But they are a much newer platform than Twitch is. And they are actually working to improve the platform. We are seeing tangible improvements to the Kick platform, like month to month. We are seeing that. And once they come online, once they get in line with Twitch in terms of capability, moderation, things like that, Kick will be a massive competitor. Like, one that might be able to overrun Twitch if Twitch doesn't fix their shit.
That a lot of you guys here on YouTube probably know
all
too well is the advertising situation on Twitch. Ads are extremely prevalent on Twitch. Twitch has effectively incentivized creators into making a Faustian pact with Twitch and also, unfortunately, against their viewers in order to have to run a certain amount of ads per hour that will then guarantee them a minimum income.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. By the way, Yard Dog, if you didn't hear me, thank you for the sub B. Yes. Yeah, Twitch is so dependent on ads that it has become detrimental as a content creator. If I had the choice, I would eliminate ads entirely from my Twitch stream. If I had that option, I would not run ads at all. Ever. Because I make nothing from ads. I have made you only make money from ads if you have thousands of people in your stream at one time. That's the only way you make decent money on Twitch through ads, is if you have literally thousands of viewers per stream. Otherwise, if you don't, like the most I've ever made from ads in my entire streaming career is like $2 a stream. That is the most amount of money I have ever made from ads streaming on Twitch. Like one stream, I earn like $2, $3, and that's it. If I had the option, I would take ads out of my stream entirely. I wouldn't run that. But the problem is I don't have a choice. As a partner, or even when I was an affiliate, if you want to be monetized on Twitch, i.e. subscriptions or bits, you have to run ads. And if I want to earn any income from subs or bits, I have to run ads. That's the only way possible I can do it. If I was to create a whole new account, if I was to create a whole new account and not even get affiliate or partner, and just like not run ads and not be an affiliate, not be a partner, nothing like that, I would not be able to offer subscriptions. I would not be able to offer bits. The only way I could receive support on Twitch if I was not an affiliate or partner is strictly through donos. That would be the only way that I would earn any income off Twitch if I rebooted my channel with a whole new account and didn't try to get to get a partner or affiliate. When you become a partner or when you become an affiliate, you have to run ads. You have no option for it. I cannot turn ads off. I could do it as an affiliate. I can't do it as a partner. Asmon doesn't run ads because his Twitch account is his alt account that he primarily streams on is not affiliated or not partnered. So he doesn't have ads because he doesn't need to make money from Twitch. Asmon is already a fucking millionaire. He doesn't need to make money. But for people like me, do they still run ads on his now? They might. I don't know. Basically, like Twitch is dependent on ads for their company's revenue. Like, yeah, they're making money off the subs, they're making money off the bits, but they are wholly dependent. His Zachar account is partnered? Oh, so they force a partnership on his Zachar account. Okay. They force a partnership on his Zachar account. That's why, because they need to get that ad revenue. They have to get the ad revenue. Because several months back, Twitch actually put out a press release saying that they're trying to increase their company's revenue from ads to 60%. Twitch as a company wants their income to be 60% ad revenue based. And they're doing everything they can to piss off all the advertisers and to piss off the people that are responsible for streaming and thus running ads. Dude. Oh yeah, Andrew, Charlie killed ads and he also killed memberships. Charlie's stuff, granted that's YouTube. That's his YouTube channel, not Twitch. Charlie has eliminated all monetization on his YouTube channel. He said, he made a big statement. He just eliminated all of it. He's like, you will not have to pay for a single thing to watch my streams. No subscriptions, no memberships, no super chats, nothing. His channel is completely unmonetized. He said, use that money and spend it on yourself. Take care of yourself. Don't spend it on me.
Twitch and also, unfortunately, against their viewers in order to have to run a certain amount of ads per hour that will then guarantee them a minimum income that will allow them to make a certain amount of money. This amount of money is a very large amount of money, especially for smaller creators, and Twitch has effectively...
Wait. Hang on, I gotta hear that again.
Guarantee them a minimum income with Twitch and also unfortunately against their viewers in order to have to run a certain amount of ads per hour that will then guarantee them a minimum income that will allow them to make a certain amount of money. This amount of money is a very large amount of money, especially for smaller creators, and Twitch has effectively incentivized creators to kill their own platform. And
that I don't know about. Yeah, Mitz was saying that she was getting 100 per stream. And I'm thinking bear in mind, I have never maxed out my ads on stream. Ever. I have kept my ads, like the number of ads that run, I have kept it at the bare minimum since I started. Maybe I'll do an experiment and for one stream I will max out the ads to see if it makes a difference. I honestly don't think it will because the vast majority of people in my streams, in my Twitch streams, have subs. So I have no idea if that's going to make a difference. But maybe, maybe one day I will, as an experiment, I will just max out the ads for my stream and see what happens. Because I've never done it. I've always had it at the absolute bare minimum since I've started streaming. So what Asmon's talking about is getting a lot of money from the ads. I've never seen that. Like I said, the most I've ever received from ads on a stream is $2, maybe $3, and that's it. That's all I've ever got.
Creators, and Twitch has effectively incentivized creators to kill their own platform and to kill their own streams. And as I said before, judging by the graphs, it's doing really well. So basically, the advertising situation with Twitch is that you get ads. You have some streams that this is an hour long per stream, right? And for every hour, it's 8 minutes of ads.
Oh, Sketty? I don't think it does. I don't think duh. Because let me check really fast. I'm reasonably sure I have it set to that. And yeah. Yeah. My pre-rolls are supposedly fully disabled. I'm not sure if, like, I nudged it up just enough to get pre-rolls fully disabled. I'm reasonably sure that pre-rolls still run on my channel. I'm reasonably sure that that people get pre-rolls. For those of you that are not subbed on my channel, if you can confirm, when you entered into my stream, did you get a pre-roll ad? When you entered into my stream? Out of curiosity? Because they are supposed to be fully disabled. I've not gotten any ads for any of my streams for Yuri, even those I've never been gifted a sub. Not going to. Okay. I haven't seen commercials. Okay. You got pre-roll. Okay. You got pre-rolls when you joined the stream before you got the sub. Wait. Homely, did you get a pre-roll even when you were subbed? I'm curious. Like, I've heard of that happening. Brand new to Twitch, no pre-roll. Okay. Thank you, Ilfgwen. Thank you. And welcome, by the way. You did when you caught my stream for the first time. Okay. So, even though I have set it up to not have pre-rolls, pre-roll ads are, because I'm seeing in my activity feed on my OBS, it says that pre-rolls are disabled currently for 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, there will be pre-roll ads. So, the fact that I have set up my ads, that my ad revenue, I've had at the barest minimum, which is 3 minutes of ads per hour, is supposed to fully disable pre-rolls for incoming viewers. Twitch is a lie. Because I will show you guys. Hang on. I will show you guys. Right here. How many minutes of video, how many minutes of ads per hour? And it said 3 minutes. Pre-roll ads for incoming viewers, fully disabled. Fully disabled. And yet, in my stream elements, it's saying pre-rolls are gonna hit in 19 minutes. So Twitch is lying. Call me, I don't know. I don't know if I would have a leg to stand on to file for it. So yeah, Twitch is lying about the pre-rolls. Because my pre-rolls are supposed to be fully disabled. They're not. In like 19 minutes, pre-rolls will kick in and people coming into my stream will get pre-rolls, even though I've upped the ads specifically to disable them. So Twitch is fucking lying about this too. They are desperate for that ad revenue because they want at least 60% of the company's revenue to be from ads. Well, Sketty, that's I don't know. I don't know, Sketty. All I know is that Twitch is lying because the pre-roll is supposed to be fully disabled.
An hour long per stream, right? And for every hour, it's 8 minutes of ads. This is insane. I mean, like, by next year, we're probably going to be at the level of network or cable television. So, and that's not even to count sponsors and other things like this. Twitch has constantly been behind in terms of technological advancements. They've decided to lock the, renowned feature of being able to, believe this, rewind a stream. They've decided to paywall the ability to rewind a stream without any sort of problems or having to go back to the VOD.
Yes. So this is something, and I'm reasonably sure, I could be wrong about this, I'm reasonably sure this is also new. I'm reasonably sure that Twitch only recently made rewinding a live stream available for subscribers only. If you're not a subscriber, you do not have the option to rewind a live stream. This is, I think they only just recently did this, and you have to be a subscriber in order to do this. Kick does it by default. Subscriber or no subscriber, You can rewind a live stream on Kick right now. Yes, Spectral, you cannot, unfortunately, because you're not a subscriber. Only subscribers to the channel can rewind the live stream. So Kick desperate for that fucking ad or Twitch desperate for that fucking ad revenue.
So that's the way that they think about their product, and that's how much they care about you as a viewer. So while they're not spamming you with ads or allowing you to watch other types of...
Haseo, it's because you're not... Wait. You are. Why? It says you can't rewind the live stream? Well, Thale Grand, you're not subscribed. Haseo, try refreshing the screen and see if maybe it'll let you. Okay, so if you're on okay, so it's a desktop only. If you're on mobile, you cannot rewind the stream. Thank you, Shadow. Thank you, Shadow, for the 10 gifted. Thank you so very much. Yeah, word God, it probably is. It probably is.
Viewer. So while they're not spamming you with ads or allowing you to watch other types of perverse, deranged content, or also making you sit through a stream that has horrible quality, they're making you have to go back and rewind by opening up a second page. So Twitch recently has claimed to do something about the ViewBot situation. Well, anybody, I'm not going to name names, okay? But we all know who's ViewBotting. There are a lot of people who are still ViewBotting at massive degrees, and Twitch has done effectively nothing. Yeah. But one of the things that they have done is they have effectively killed the careers of a number of small streamers. I'm talking about streamers that are getting 20 viewers, and now they've been nerfed down to 4. I'm talking about streamers that used to get 200, and now they're getting 20. Or 40 or something like that. And for a creator like that, you have the difference between a part-time job and a hobby. So you have people that, at some point were making a good amount of money, and now because of this recalculation, it has just simply changed the way that it's being calculated. And
and this is also not simply with like ViewBots themselves. When they did this ViewBotting thing, they also fucked the lurkers. So now, if you are a lurker in a stream, your view is not counted. So people that like to, turn on a stream and just listen to a stream while they do other things, which is wonderful. I love people that lurk in my streams. I like the fact that I can be entertaining to someone while they're working out or, doing their job or something like that, and just like listening to me. I love that. But Twitch won't count them as a view unless they interact with the stream like once per hour. That's what this changed. That's what when they supposedly went after the ViewBots, that was another part of the change that they don't talk about. They don't talk about that the lurkers don't count as a viewer on Twitch. With Kick, they don't do that, to my understanding. Kick counts the lurkers, to my understanding. There's not been they have not done anything like that. So if you are lurking on Kick, to the best of my understanding, you are counted as a view. On Twitch, unless you engage with the stream in some way once per hour, your view is not counted. Now, for someone like me, where I love having a lot of viewers, but I don't stream to try and my purpose is not to increase viewership of my stream. It's not why I stream. I stream because I want to stream, because I love streaming, because I have fun streaming, and I love engaging with you guys. But what the view count does do, pirate to viewer, if you are lurking and if you don't engage with the stream whatsoever, after an hour, correct, your view won't count. Now, how does this affect someone like me, where I'm not focused on the view counts and I don't care about the ad revenue? How does this affect me? Well, it pushes me down in the algorithm of promoting my stream. So when I have lurkers in my stream, if they don't engage with the stream because they just like to listen to the stream, and the views don't get counted, it shows that I have less views, and that pushes me lower in the algorithm on Twitch's website. So people looking for VTubers will see that I have a lower view count than I actually have, and thus I will not be as high in the algorithm of basically advertising my stream on Twitch's website if they do a search for VTubes. That's how it would affect me. So my stream is not as visible to people that are looking for streams to watch. Which, that does bother me. Because I want as many people to know about my stream as possible. I want as many people to come in and enjoy themselves and have a fun time as possible. And by lowering the view count like that, yes, Sigil Mode, yes, I am. Yes, it is. And now. So by lowering my view count, my stream is not advertised as much as others. And that's how it affects me. For others, it affects ad revenue. For others, the lower view count affects ad revenue.
It's completely killed their discoverability, and it's killed their channel.
There it
Not
is.
every single one of these people are viewbotting, and if they were all viewbotting, then the big streamers that are still viewbotting would have also been affected. So effectively, what Twitch's changes have done is they've punished and hurt small creators that actually probably weren't viewbotting, or if they were, it was maybe like their friend opening up their stream on a second channel. Oops, that was my chair, not me. Everything is fine. Yeah, it's basically they're opening up their friend's stream on a second channel. Oh, wow, it's 2 or 3 extra views. Meanwhile, you have people at the top that are viewbotting 10, 20, 30,000 viewers. So Twitch doesn't really give a fuck about this at all, and it seems like they're just letting all of these small streamers let their careers pretty much go by the wayside. And that's all at the same time, by the way, that nobody is getting banned for viewbotting. They're not trying to, like...
And by the way, Twitch supposedly claimed that they were going to start cracking down on viewbotting. When this whole viewbotting thing came to be and they said, oh, we're taking steps to eliminate viewbots and everything like that, they claimed that they were going to be cracking down on the viewbotters. Yeah, that never happened. All of the big streamers that are viewbotting tens of thousands, yeah, they don't fucking care. They don't do a fucking thing about it.
That nobody is getting banned for viewbotting. They're not trying to, like, blacklist certain accounts with obviously that are viewbotting. They're not doing anything like that at all. So they've just let this situation get worse and worse and worse. And by trying to fix it, they've ended up punishing the lifeblood of what their community is, which is all of those small and mid-sized creators that really create the ecosystem. Twitch is a lot like a rainforest or any sort of a forest or something like that, where you have the very large sequoia trees, you've got the big trees, you've got the Kais, you've got the Hassans, you've got the Miis, you've got the XQCs, you've got the Jinxies, but you also need the shrubs, you need the smaller trees, you need the flowers, you need the mushrooms, and you need all the little bugs that are in between. And if you don't have that entire ecosystem, those big trees will also begin to die. And that's what we're seeing happening. You're seeing everybody's viewership going down. You're seeing people going on the platform less. And I think the reason for that is very simple. It's because the viewer experience has become increasingly worse because of more and more ads.
No, Carrot, you are not the bugs in this metaphoric humor. You are my beautiful strays, frolicking in the forest, playing with the butterflies, and eating the flowers. That is what you guys are in this metaphor. And never forget it.
As the viewer experience has become increasingly worse because of more and more ads, you're having content becoming increasingly more controlled, and you're also just simply having people get tired of seeing the same thing over and over and over, and other platforms encroaching on Twitch's for a long time first mover advantage and finally gaining some foothold. So Twitch is basically being eaten from like multiple different directions, and they're not taking it very well. Now, this also comes at the same time that Twitch has recently had TwitchCon. They've allowed their streamers to be sexually assaulted at the same time, and now we're seeing too.
And
this
why
is
about
that
it?
Happened a couple of days ago. Twitch put a streamer on their front page, and I hate to say this because
oh boy, here we go. Oh god, we're gonna be getting into the diaper furry. All right, chat. I'm gonna warn you right now. Buckle up. This might disgust you. He is about to talk about a streamer who is I believe they'd be classified as a VTuber. They are a baby tiger that wears a diaper and is basically letting their pink flag fly. For baby, yeah. Just be ready. You might get disgusted. There's some very sick shit that's coming. Just be prepared. I know Asmongold is going to try and censor it because obviously this has got to go on YouTube and he's got to be careful with his words, but just be aware he's going to be talking about a baby diaper furry PDF.
Days ago, Twitch put a streamer on their front page, and I hate to say this because it's just so weird, disgusting, perverse, and deranged, but I'm just going to say it the way it is. They basically had somebody who is a diaper fur. This is, I hate to explain this, but I think you need to understand it because Twitch understands it well enough to put it on their front page. They had a creator go on there that is putting their avatar and drawing art of very, very underage. Again, they're wearing diapers, of furry characters in compromising sexualized positions, and this is on the front page of Twitch. After the controversy of this happened, obviously this person was suspended, and then they were unsuspended for a day later. Less than a day later, you had a person...
They literally Hassaned it. They literally fucking Hassaned this. This guy is literally, like, displaying furry PDF shit on stream, and he caught a 1-day ban. 1 day. They literally fucking Hassaned this shit. This is fucking sick. Like, this is absolutely insane.
Same people who say mere VTuber hips are no bueno.
Exactly, Revan. If I had a bathing suit toggle, sorry chat, no I don't. If I had a bathing suit toggle, and I triggered a bathing suit toggle right now, like outside of a pool and hot tub stream, I'd get banned. Because my model was wearing a bathing suit and was showing bare hips and like a bare belly. I would get banned for probably a week by Twitch if that happened. This diaper PDF got a 1-day ban for showing literal furry child porn on his stream. 1-day ban. That's it. Just 1 day. This is Twitch. This is Twitch. They support terrorism and they support pedophiles. This is the and let me rephrase. Allow me to rephrase so I'm not misconstrued. It's not that this is Twitch. This is the management at Twitch. Okay? That I need to be very clear about this. This is the management at Twitch doing this. Okay? This is not the rest of the content creators. This is not like the low-rung people at Twitch that are trying to keep the site running and everything like that. This is the management and moderation team of Twitch that are saying that the management and moderation teams at Twitch are saying terrorism is fine, calling for the death of capitalists is fine in graphic detail, calling for the death of sitting U.S. senators is fine, torturing animals live on stream is fine, selling diaper PDF artwork being drawn and displayed on stream is fine. VTuber showing bare hips, calling someone fat, quote unquote calling someone a whore, even though Tectone did not actually call Denims a whore. Denims just said if she's going to call herself a whore, then she's a whore. I'm paraphrasing, that's not the exact quote. All of that is no bueno and will get you at minimum 7-day ban by Twitch. This shows you the state of Twitch's management and moderation. It is fucked. It is fucked. They all need to be fired, and I'm legit. The FBI needs to go through their hard drives. Because if they're fine with all this shit, what are they looking at on their own time? Inquiring minds want to know.
Unsuspended for a day later, less than a day later, you had a person who is a borderline furry pedophile that has been unbanned on Twitch that is drawing art of compromising positions of very, very deliberately underage characters. They've been
JD Guitar Works. I did talk about this earlier. I will reiterate in short form. People have said that to me. Why do you keep streaming on Twitch? Very simple reason. I think Twitch as a platform is a good platform. The platform itself. I separate the platform from the management. Twitch as a platform is a good platform. It has good creator tools that I can use for my stream. The tools available to me as a creator, as a VTuber, are the best in the business. And not only that, I don't wish to abandon any of my viewership on Twitch. Because for people that do not wish to go to another streaming site like Kick, for whatever reason they have, I will not abandon them. And as I said, I like Twitch as a platform. I like the tools that are available to me as a creator on Twitch, but I despise the management and I despise the moderation team. So I will rage against the people running Twitch all day, every fucking day, while they continue to do this. What that means is that I hate the people running it and I want to see this platform improve. I rage about this because I want to see those people the fuck out of here and get people in their place that know what they're doing so the platform can be run properly and then change over from dying to improving. That's why I rage against it, and that's why I continue to stream on Twitch. It's why. I want to see it improve, and I will not abandon anybody that continues to watch me on Twitch. Because I started on Twitch, and so I'm staying on Twitch for all of those reasons.
Of very, very deliberately underage characters. They've been banned for under 1 day. And so that's happening. This is happening right now. They are unbanned at this very moment. And this is also on top of, some of these things are so ridiculous and so bad. I don't even want to bring this up, but we've had obvious terrorist promotion that's been going on Twitch.
Yep.
We've had people make calls to kill other streamers or make, there was a person that said that if you, if there's somebody that lives in Florida, he's got $100,000 for you. If, something would happen to Destiny, who's.
Oh, he's talking about Destiny. Yeah, well, and leave us not forget that there was the whole thing about Denims talking about putting a hit out on Grums and then pretending like she was just joking. There was that one where she was reacting to Asmongold, who was reacting to a video about someone saying like I'll give $50,000 to anyone that can make Grums go away. And when Asmongold's reacting to that, Denim said, I'll up it to 60, i.e. 60,000 to make Grums go away. But this is something else about talking about going after Destiny.
Another streamer on YouTube. This person, by the way, was not permabanned. So Twitch has cultivated and curated a culture of violence, abuse, borderline furry pedophilia, and this is what's normal.
Was it Mike from PA? You're right. It was Mike from PA. You're right. Now that you said it, Agent Rude, that's right. It was Mike from PA that said, anybody in Florida, I got $100,000 for you. That's right. It was Mike from PA, a Hassan orbiter. Shocking. A Hassan orbiter could put out a hit on someone and not get banned. Interesting. Huh? Interesting that Hassan and all the people that are in his orbit are so protected. They can do no wrong. They can call for people to die frequently. Not a fucking thing happens to him.
Borderline furry pedophilia, and this is what's normal on Twitch now. This is Twitch in 2025. And if you don't believe me, just check their front page. And the truth is that whenever Imaru, this is the streamer who was sexually assaulted yesterday, whenever her security guard that she had, and this was her personal security guard that she has to pay a lot of money for because of Twitch, of course, Twitch can't take care of their own people. Whenever their security guard had to forcibly restrain a person who was stalking her, what ended up happening is that security guard was then banned from TwitchCon indefinitely. So just so you guys have a frame of reference for this, the security guard that protected Emiru was banned from TwitchCon for a longer period of time than the streamer who sexually assaulted Emiru, who was only originally banned for 30 days. And the only reason why it wasn't longer, why that didn't happen, and, they didn't get unbanned, is because Emiru's manager pressed it extremely hard and ended up getting this person banned, and also the video came out. The original idea was they were going to be banned for 30 days.
And honestly, I don't think if the video hadn't come out and if Asmongold and Tectone hadn't talked about it and made it go viral, I don't even think they would have banned him for 30 days. Legitimately, if that video had not hit Twitter and if Asmongold and Tectone hadn't talked about it, I don't think Twitch would have even banned the person for 30 days. I'm not entirely sure that Twitch would have banned that person at all had it not gone viral and gotten as much attention as it did. I don't think a fucking thing would have happened if that hadn't occurred.
This is honestly, I really hope somebody at Amazon is watching, because...
Oh, he did get arrested, Moose.
What I want you to understand is that...
Sorry, I'm pausing Asmongold a lot, I'm sorry. He did get arrested, Moose. But he only got arrested because Emiru's manager called the police. Twitch did not call the police when Emiru was attacked. Twitch didn't do a fucking thing. It was Emiru's manager that called the police to file the report. Twitch didn't do anything. Nico Ortiz got a ban from Twitch for talking about Charlie Kirk? Really? Nicholas Gaming? When? Is this something very recent? Or is this back when Charlie Kirk was assassinated? Oh. Moose. That was when it happened. Okay. Yeah. Twitch's... This is what I'm saying. Twitch's moderation and Twitch's management are absolute dog shit. Cody, the congressional hearing got postponed because supposedly they have to work out time arrangements with all four of the CEOs that they want to pull in front of them. So right now the date is like Tamashi said, it's a TBD. Whether or not, personally, my opinion, fuck the TBD. Hold them, say no, especially with Twitch. Hold their ass, say no. You're getting subpoena the motherfuckers. Subpoena the motherfuckers in front of Congress. This can't be an invitation. This has got to be a subpoena. You need to actually put Dan fucking Clancy under oath. This cannot be an invitation to speak in front of Congress. At this point, they need to do a full-on fucking subpoena and force Dan Clancy to answer. And if he does plead the fifth, fucking take away their, the Article 230 protections? Remove Twitch's Article 230. Twitch needs to start being punished on a massive level. Granted, do I think Congress is going to do anything? No. There is a much better chance of recent events resulting in a class action lawsuit that fucks Twitch up completely. Because if a class action lawsuit hits, Amazon's going to remove Dan Clancy and everyone that's a part of his management team and the moderation team. That's why I really hope that would happen with any. God knows I hate that it happened to her. It is abhorrent that it can happen to her, but I hope that the result of this is that we start seeing class action lawsuits being levied against Twitch. That's what needs to happen. That's the only thing that's going to get them to sit up and pay the fuck attention. And it's the only thing that's going to get Amazon to go, okay, we need to stop fucking around with this. We need to do a complete system reset on Twitch.
Amazon is watching, because what I want you to understand is that the moderation team at Twitch is completely deranged. The advertising team is completely misguided. And the executive team is completely disconnected.
No. The executive team is disconnected's too kind of a word. The executive team are fucking scumbags. They're absolute fucking scumbags, and every single fucking one of them needs to be fired. Okay? They are terrorist sympathizing, animal abuse loving freaks. They allow for terrorist sympathizing and terrorist promotion, which means they support terrorism. They allow for animal abuse on the platform, which means they're pro-animal abuse. And they basically victim blame sexual assault victims at their own cons. They are disgusting human beings that should be gone from the company. They should be, every fucking one of them should be fired. Every single one of them. Amazon and Jeff Bezos need to fire Dan Clancy and all of his people now. They need to all be fucking gone. Eminency, it's not that simple. It's not that simple. It's people have tried to read me about that. Like Asmund warned Emmy. Emmy shouldn't have gone to TwitchCon. You may not have been here, but we watched Emmy the stream where Emmy talked about it. And Emmy gave her rationalization for it. Is she was going there to do her show. She wanted to do a show on at TwitchCon, which she would have been surrounded by her people and she would have been safe. However, Twitch forced her to do a meet and greet. They said the only way you're going to be able to do your show is if you do a meet and greet. And she still thought, okay, given that, she'll have her own personal security there. The sections are going to be roped off. There's also going to be a site security there. She thought that she would have been reasonably well protected. She was not counting on the fact that the TwitchCon security itself to basically just fuck off and not care. Like, it was an extreme level that she could not have anticipated. And, like, yeah, they warned her don't go, but, like, she looked at it and, yes, Eminency, she had her own personal guard, and there was supposed to be Twitch security in the area monitoring the meet and greets, and her attacker bypassed multiple queues in front of the guards who did fucking nothing, and was able to get in and attack her. Because the Twitch security did not do a fucking thing both before and after the attack. After her bodyguard threw this guy off of Any, he just walked away and there were no Twitch security to be seen, and this guy could walk away and do whatever the fuck he want and even leave the Twitch on. I can't go into it. I need to stop myself because I'll get too deep into it. I already went through this like over the course of like an hour and a half at the Digging stream. You'll be able to see the video when I put it out on YouTube tomorrow.
At all levels of this organization, they fail. And we're in a situation now where it's gotten so bad that people's real lives and livelihoods are being affected by this. You can say that, it doesn't matter, it's just words on a page or whatever, but when you have conventions, I think this is going to be the last TwitchCon, by the way. I cannot imagine anybody ever even thinking to go to another TwitchCon after this. This is it. It's over.
No way.
Why the fuck would anybody go to a TwitchCon after the second? And also, by the way, as a streamer, these are things that I hear about a lot. Other people have been sexually assaulted at previous TwitchCons. They've been roofied. There's been plenty of other really bad things that have happened. A lot of these things have happened off of the Twitch, convention center. So some of these are not technically Twitch's fault. But if Twitch doesn't know about this and they're not planning accordingly, well, then they're dumber than literally every single streamer on the platform that's ever been to TwitchCon. And that's not a very good state of affairs now, is it? So,
I mean, to the best of my knowledge, every single TwitchCon for the last several years has been an absolute shit show. Every single TwitchCon has been an absolute shit show with people getting assaulted, people getting drugged, people getting sexually assaulted. You guys were saying that even the Euro TwitchCons is people are getting sexually assaulted there. Like literally every fucking TwitchCon, people are getting fucked up. Every fucking one. Like, TwitchCon needs to just go away. TwitchCon needs to just be fucking done. Yes, Jamie Couture. Not her back. I think she broke her tailbone. That was the foam pit, debacle where she was like doing they were doing a foam pit thing. She fell. There was actually no padding, and she like broke. I believe it was her tailbone that she broke, like severely, and there was a chance she wasn't going to walk again. But fortunately, she did make a full recovery.
So anyway, that's pretty much where things stand right now with Twitch. So you have, again, pedophile furries that are getting unbanned in less than 1 day. You have people going to the official Twitch convention with little to no security, being sexually assaulted. You have viewbotting that is effectively killing small streamers and ignoring large streamers. And you have moderation that is so very obviously politically and socially motivated. I feel like they should just come out and say that they're sponsoring certain people or maybe certain groups. I think one of those groups seems to be Hamas, unfortunately. And the truth is that I don't really see this getting any better until people actually start speaking out about it. And that's why I want to make this video and really explain the extent of how bad this is. Because I know that people can see the Emiru clip, or they can see the furry clip, or they can see, you know, the executives at Twitch trying to pretend to be influencers rather than actually doing their job. But I think that what really is condemning is the fact that all of these things are happening at the same time. They're happening at the same time.
It's not. I will even take it a step further and say not so much like the same time. We've been seeing calm scandals. We've been seeing scandal after scandal after scandal after scandal after scandal for the last year. Like no sooner has one scandal finally petered out in the news cycle, or the social media news cycle anyway. No sooner has one stopped, you have another one ticking right off to take its place. And it's just one after the other after the other. So when what happened with Emmy finally like quiets down, there's going to be another one waiting to take its place like a week later. And so it's just literally we're seeing one thing after another thing after another thing after another thing. And so it's not like all at the same time. It's just it's a fucking like chain gang of scandal for the last year. And it's not stopping.
They're being actively protected. And this is the last thing that I want to end with, and the main thing that I want to talk about is the fact that Twitch, whenever this event happened yesterday, Twitch lied about the way that the event happened. They explicitly lied. It is verifiable. You can literally look at video and you can see that it's not true. And the reason why they're doing this is because they're trying to minimize the situation. Twitch is a platform that only cares about optics. Their moderation team has never had any principles, but now the principles that they...
Well, no. Their moderation team does have principles, but their principles are pro-terrorism, pro-animal abuse, and anti-America. That is the moderation team's principles. So I will slightly disagree with Asm there in that respect.
Their moderation team has never had any principles, but now the principles that they do have are not principles. They're now weaponized. And the platform is degrading. People are leaving.
Yes, pro-pedo. Yes, thank you.
This is not an opinion, right? This is a graph. This is what the graphs are showing. And I don't really see it getting any better. So I'm making this video as a plea to anybody that has any sense, anybody at Amazon, anybody that has any awareness, please get this shit under control. Something needs to happen before this website kills itself. It's basically already killed its main big event. And I don't know where things are going to be next year. It's really sad. I've been on Twitch now for a little bit over, probably a little bit under 10 years now. And I've been, well known on Twitch for quite a while also. And it's sad to see such a deliberate and unnecessary thing happen to a platform that I've been streaming on for such a long time. I'm really sad to see it. And I wanted to make a video and talk about this because I feel like a lot of other people in my position don't really want to. They don't want to rock the boat for whatever other reason. And YouTubers do it, but they're not streamers. I do a lot of both. And that's why I want to talk about it, bring everything together, and show you guys just how bad this really is. And I'm sure that really I'm probably only scratching the surface. And I think that
Oh, no doubt.
there is time. It is time. It's past time for.
I mean, he said, I'm probably only scratching the surface. Remember, Emaru has something to talk about that she said she's going to talk about when she gets home from TwitchCon. Emmy's got something to talk about that made her break down crying in her, like, little, I'll call it confessional, because it was just, that was the setting was when she was on stream in the RV and she broke down crying. That's something that she's going to be talking about. And I think it's going to be even worse than what occurred at TwitchCon for her.
Degree of accountability and a genuine change. I don't know when that's going to happen, but if it doesn't happen soon, I can pretty much assume that Twitch is going to keep going downhill. So anyway, guys, hyperbolic, it has been for a while, but I think that hyperbole is becoming reality. So that's about all I've got. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything I forgot, I missed out on, that I forgot to mention in the video, make sure to let me know in the comments, and I'll make sure to talk about those later on. So anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you later. Peace.
Yeah. The only thing, flat out, the only thing that is going to facilitate a change with Twitch and Amazon right now, take away their money. Like, beyond the way Twitch is losing money as is. Twitch has been operating at a loss for Amazon for a while now. We need class action lawsuits. We need class action lawsuits for what occurred at TwitchCon to be levied against Twitch and Amazon. That's the key thing. They need to start hitting Amazon with this stuff. When Twitch starts causing Amazon to lose money, that is when Amazon is going to sit up, pay attention, and go, okay, we need to do something about this. And that is when Amazon will go, you know what? Maybe Danny Clancy isn't actually running the platform very well. Maybe he's actually running it into the ground, and now it's coming back on us. That's the only thing right now that I could see resulting in any kind of movement regarding a change in Twitch. You need to, you basically, the sites need to, the lawsuit sites need to get trained on Amazon in order to get them to sit up, pay attention, to go, okay, we might actually need to do something now.